Hello, my lovely angels. This is your girl Sim, back with another episode of the Sim Squad. Hi! If you don't know already, I'm making 12 videos back to back, and then I'm gonna post it from 14th, I guess, December till the 25th. So I'm your advent calendar. You know how everybody receives advent calendars, they open it day by day. So I'm your day 1, day 2, day 3. You know, don't be surprised. One morning you'll wake up and I'll be lying down like this under your Christmas tree. I am the gift. Okay, enough of my silliness. So today we're going to continue with the difficult choice of choosing 5 only in categories. And today our category is citruses. Why? Because citruses are the most important perfumes where I live. That's Dubai. We have summer for over 8 months, 9 months most of the time. Temperatures rise above 50 degrees centigrade, which is a lot. So you literally are given offs sometimes because it's just too hot to go outside, right? So we do need citrus scents to keep us feeling fresh, make us feel like chic and nice and clean, you know. And personally, I do not like clean scents, like laundry scents. So I try and use as many citruses as I can during summer. So let me start with the first one. And I'm going to start with a very, very strong one. Everybody knows that 2 citrus fragrances, they're going to be for sure. But there's a third one, which is new, and I love it so much. So this one, the first one, is your Junoon Oud, which is from Al Haramain, and this is from their Junoon collection. I know I've been telling you guys that I'm going to buy the Junoon, and then you have the Junoon Noir and the Junoon Rosé or Rose or something, but I haven't got my hands on them. Plus, I've been getting such conflicting opinions about them, so I'm probably going to go to the store and then choose one. I'm assuming that I'm the one which is the Noir version, I'm going to like it, because usually anything that's Noir, it's like, for me, it's like I'm sold, right? This one, it's like, oh, this is so embedded in my memory that even if I don't smell it for the next 100 years, I'll still remember how it smells like. I've used this perfume so much, I don't even know how this is still surviving, but it's very, very beautiful. First of all, it lasts longer than it's supposed to. Although it's a citrus scent, it lasts pretty long, which is why I like it so much. Plus, the scent is so unique. It's so different. It doesn't smell like your regular Aventus Her. It doesn't smell like that, you know. I know there were a lot of brands that are trying to dupe Aventus Her because it was such a popular perfume. But I'm glad I did not buy too many of those dupes, but I do have quite a few of those dupes as well. So this one was released in 2022 and still it's become quite popular. It's one of their best-selling perfumes now. On Fragrantica, it's got 4.75. I'm not quite sure if any other brand or any other perfume that I've reviewed has got such high score. So that kind of speaks for itself, right? And it's compared to Tiger by Bulgari. I haven't smelled that one, but I'm sure that'll be more masculine. This, on the other hand, is a very unisex perfume. The top notes for this are grapefruit and woody notes, and that's exactly what you feel. The moment you spray it, doesn't smell like your typical citrus note or a mixture of bergamot, lemon, orange, you know. This is definitely a very, very strong smelling grapefruit. That's a slight green grapefruit, not the other one that you get, the pink one, the pink grapefruit. The middle notes are musk, jasmine, and amber. The jasmine does come in later, but it is still just assisting the woody and the citrus notes. So she is kind of the support and not really the top star, right? And the base notes are again woody notes, palisander rosewood, and patchouli. So of course you have this little sweetness, a sweet woody note, and also then you have your patchouli, which kind of gives it that earthiness as well. And also some sweetness to some extent, yeah? But all in all, if I had to just tell you how it smells first of all, the fact that they named this oud, Junoon Oud, it's so deceptive, right? Because it has no oud in it. Now they do say it has woody notes, so I won't be surprised that it has oud, but they have not mentioned it. Doesn't smell oud to me at all. It smells like wood. This literally to me smells like citrus, wood, patchouli. Simple. The projection also is super strong. This is at least 4 feet of projection. It projects wow. And because it has those woody notes as well, it stays for longer. Plus it has that amber. So it's kind of like a very mellow kind of scent. But it does leave an impression. It's not a boring scent. It's not just another citrus scent. And citruses can go wrong real fast. Like it can start smelling like cleaning products or something. Since everybody just loves like cleaning products that smell like lemon lime or something like that. This is not one of them. This definitely smells like a niche perfume or like a great perfume, like something that is like supposed to be valued and treasured. It's a very beautiful scent, and it is definitely green. It does give like that earthiness, but this is the type of earthiness I like. Plus, like the combination of all the ingredients is just perfect in this. The longevity is like 6 hours at least, and in my opinion, you can wear it during fall, but I would prefer sticking to this only during spring, summer. And during daytime, of course, you know. Layering this with like a sweet note or a oud note would like elevate it to move to the evening wear. This is like a super 10 out of 10 perfume for me. I don't know why I've not allocated a celebrity to this. Like, I would say this would smell like, I was going to say Brad Pitt, but no. I don't like Brad Pitt. I mean, I like his acting and everything, but I don't like, I just like, you know. I don't know, I'm not decided yet, but while editing, if somebody comes to mind, I'll put it over here like right now, you know. The next on the list is like a very obvious one. Like you all must be like, of course this was coming. You probably saw it coming like a mile away. This is Rasana by Rasasi. Look at the amount of usage. Can you imagine? Like, of course. And I will buy this and I'll keep buying this like forever. Oh my god, like the moment you smell this, you're like, what am I smelling? It's so pretty, it's so beautiful. This is like that, literally like the perfect summer fragrance that you can imagine. It has like the perfect level of everything. And although it's unisex, I feel this smells better on women. Although like Ali did get to this and I had to hide this bottle. I think I've told you this before as well. And for some reason, he even liked Ebar. He was using Ebar also a lot and I had to hide that as well, you know. So this is supposedly duping Creed Aventus Her, and it's not. In my opinion, people were just trying to compare every Middle Eastern find to something Western, and they were just like, oh, since Creed Aventus Her is so popular, this must be it. No, it's not. It's so different because it has agarwood in it, which is oud. So the top notes are apple, bergamot, and lemon. Middle notes of cypriol oil, sandalwood, and leather. And the base notes are musk, cedar, amber, and agarwood. Fragrantica rating for this is 4.31, which I disagree with. It should have been more than 4.5, just because I like it. The category is fruity, woody, amber. It has this fruity sweetness of apple, but it does not smell like apple at all. But it's like literally if you extract a certain element of apple, it has a little element. It's not an entire apple. Like, this is the best way I can explain it. You can make out. Once you read the notes, you can be like, oh yeah, I can smell the apple, but in a very, like one note of it probably from an entire accord, you know. The bergamot and lemon are so sweet, so pretty. They are not sharp. They're not very harsh. They're very smooth. They're very pretty at the same time. The leather is like doing its job, like it's there in the background, but it doesn't speak. It's like literally invisible. But I can tell you something. It's adding something so interesting in this. Just like the agarwood. The agarwood as well is very quiet, very muted. It's not taking over. I also feel like it has like a touch of tobacco, which is not mentioned over here. But then that happens with leather as well. There's certain type of leather they use that also smells like tobacco. So I don't know, but I do smell like a little bit tobacco over here. I feel like women should wear this, and if a man wants to wear this, he should layer this with a tobacco fragrance, and it'll give you like a brand new perfume that you will love me and cherish me forever for letting you know about that. So try it and just see how you feel. This is like probably if I had to choose just one scent for summer, this would hands down. Like I know I love all the other ones that I'm going to mention today, but this one is something else. 10 out of 10. Very beautiful. This is like purely for summer. I suppose not even spring. Yes, you can. But like this is like perfect for summer. The projection is quite strong. It's like around 4 feet. Longevity, I would say, is around 6 hours. Not more than that. And it's definitely not leaning Middle Eastern. Although it has that leather and the oud in it, right? It just smells like a very niche, nice perfume. 10 out of 10. Get this. It's not even expensive. I have not written the price on my sheet, but I'll mention it in one of over here. The next one is a slightly weird one because like it cannot typically be categorized as a citrus, but in my opinion, if I have to consider this as a category, it would be a citrus, summer citrus. That's your rare Tiffany. If you guys know, I am so much in love with this perfume, and of course I have to do this part, right, where I show you the top. So this is compared to Mimo Lalibela, which I've never tried, and people say it also smells like Elixir 11 by Khyali. I agree and disagree. The DNA is like similar, but and it's the same. It's a very noir fragrance. That's why for me the bottle of this like kind of does not make sense. Like I understand that it's like a fresh perfume, citrusy perfume, but at the same time it doesn't kind of like justify. Like this looks a little aquatic, which this is not. The top notes for this are ylang ylang, jasmine, and rose. Middle notes of musk, sandalwood, and vanilla, and the base notes of ginger, pink pepper, and caramel. Now this has like a magical quality. There's no citrus mentioned in this perfume, by the way, which is why I told you this is like a slightly controversial to be in this category, because this cannot be considered like a citrus. But trust me, when you smell this, the first thing that comes in your mind is a fresh citrus. Rare Tiffany is the one that made me fall in love with the brand Afnan, because like before that I knew they make good perfumes, they make very high quality perfumes, but I was just not sure if I want to explore, or I never got tempted to buy it. So although I'm being weird putting this over here, but I really wanted to, because it gives me this dark juice which is like super attractive, super niche, like you've never smelled anything like this before. I promise you, this perfume is something that impresses everybody. And some people are saying they don't like it doesn't last for them, which is very strange, because like this perfume is one of my longest lasting perfumes. You spray it in the morning till evening, it's like doing well, projecting and everything. Yeah, you will have to respray like once at least during the day, but it's like really, when I smell this, like you literally, I always tell you guys, there's some perfumes that you smell and you go into this heaven, fragrance coma, you know, where you like go into a different dimension altogether and you stay there for a couple of seconds. Like literally when I first smelled this, I was like there, I was like gone, my soul had left the body, you know, astral projection or whatever, you know. It's a beast, it's strong. So I chose this because this would be like the perfect summer night perfume. So in the evening when you wear this, going for dates, dinners, with your friends, clubbing, it's so different. People will sniff you, people will ask you, what are you wearing? It smells like it smells like multiple perfumes combined together and created like a masterpiece. This is so underrated, first of all, and I know a lot of my friends on YouTube, they were like, don't promote it too much because then it'll become common. But I'm telling you, this one and the Rare Passion as well, which is like it's the same, from the same line but a different perfume. So gorgeous, so stunning. I love it. Like it is considered to be an amber floral, but in my opinion, there's something very citrus strong which they have not mentioned. I have no idea what it is. I was suspecting it's ginger with the combination of pink pepper, but no, there's definitely some sort of sheeper note or citrus note that they have forgotten to mention, or did not want people to know that, like the secret ingredient, you know. I love it. This is like a very feminine perfume in my opinion. Men can wear it and pull it off, like I don't know, but in my opinion it's not even unisex, it's a feminine fragrance. The projection is like a good 4 feet. Longevity is like 6+ hours. For me, this is like a 10 out of 10 perfume. Like I don't even have to think twice. And the celebrity I had given this perfume to, because of its weirdness, because of its dark nature, the noir nature, was Helena Bonham Carter. I was like, there's no better perfume to describe her than this one. Stunning. The next one, of course I had to mention this one from Al Haramain. This is the Laventure Peau Femme, which was like the closest dupe to Creed Aventus Her. Now see, this one does smell like Creed Aventus, but again, it is not the exact copy. It is inspired by. So let's just say like these perfumes were inspired by, because those DNAs were popular back then, but then they gave it their own twist and then created a brand new perfume. This one on Fragrantica has got 3.95, and I have no idea why it's got rating below 4. This is considered to be a fruity floral fragrance, but like for me, the dominating factor again here is citrus notes. So I would not agree with that. The top notes for this are pineapple, blackcurrant, bergamot and wild berries. Middle notes of cedar, freesia and rose. And the base notes of musk, sandalwood, amber and vanilla. So for me, this definitely starts very citrusy. Fruits come in a little later, although it's put in the top notes like pineapple and blackcurrant, but I guess pineapple being like the very citrusy fruit that it is anyhow, blackcurrant kind of gets overshadowed, but then later on you do get like the florals, you do get the blackcurrant strongly, and you do get the base notes of this ambery vanilla, which is like a slightly creamy one, which is like a stark opposite to how it starts. It starts like a very fresh citrus, but then it starts drying down to a slightly creamy vanilla. And I think that's owing to the sandalwood in it. Gorgeous scent. I also kind of thought that maybe jasmine would be in it, because jasmine also has a tendency of giving that creaminess. But no, instead they have rose and freesia. Rose is like literally non-existent over here. The rose smells like the green parts of the rose. You know, the center part, like where it's like kind of like not like the actual color. It smells like that. So it is like slightly greeny also because of that. Beware, it is kind of sweet. But if you like citrus perfumes, you should be okay with like it being a little sweet, right? Because citrus with green and wood, yeah, it was amazing in Junoon Oud. But if you want like a variance, like of all the, that's why I've tried to make this set where it's like all of them are like different from each other, and it would give you the perfect set of 5 of summer fragrances. So your summer citruses. I think this is unisex, like it's unisex leaning feminine. The projection is like a good 3 to 4 feet. Longevity is 6 hours, is like pushing it. It's like 5 to 6 hours, let's just say, yeah. And the celebrity, I know I'd given it to someone, but I can't remember. And it's not written on my notes, God knows why. And this is definitely like a day and night perfume during spring and summer. So you can wear it all day. It'll be just fine. The last but not the least is a new one. So this is the one I was waiting for, because I was like, yeah, I have shown this perfume to you guys, but I have sat with this like so much more now, and I've been appreciating this perfume so much more. I know not all of you like the packaging of this perfume because of the reptile. This is Musam White Intense. It's such a beautiful fragrance. So, you know, off late, like people have been releasing these lemon pie kind of scents like Devotion. I know there are more, but this one, like I would say this is like a much milder version of Nebras, and instead of those aromatic notes, they've added citruses. So this is your gourmand citrus. So pretty, so gorgeous. Like the moment I smell this, I've used so much of this perfume, look, because I wear this to work like literally almost every day. I need to put this in a decant or a atomizer, because the perfume bottle is so heavy you can hit someone with it, you know. But this one is like the perfect gourmand citrus that you can find. I don't think I've smelled anything like this. By the way, I guess on the next Western Wednesday, I'm gonna do like a lot of these tropical kind of smelling scents, because this is like a combination of citrus and gourmand, which creates the whole tropical thing with fruits and stuff. On Fragrantica, this has got 4.58, which is a lot, right? The top notes for this are bergamot, orange and spices. Middle notes of mahonial, coconut, ylang ylang and ambroxan. And the base notes are sandalwood, benzoin and musk. Guys, I don't know where such a strong, because they have not mentioned vanilla, but it's clearly a very vanillic scent. Like they have not mentioned tonka, they have not mentioned vanilla, but it is clearly present. Trust me when I say this. It has that coconut also there, but it's not overpowering coconut. It's like there along with the vanilla, and which is why I feel like this is like a very tropical kind of scent. Very suitable for day-to-day use. It's a very feminine scent, although it's marketed as unisex. I don't think men should wear this perfume. Like it would suit them, but like I don't know. Like it just gives me like a very feminine vibe. The top notes of like the bergamot with orange creates a citrus that's sweet. And then it's like slightly spicy, but the spices are those that are not very Middle Eastern. They're like spicy, but like in a fragrance scent, you know, it's like a hint of that. Then you get your white florals like a bit. So ylang ylang, although it's like a very like overwhelming scent, it is not overwhelming in this at all. And then you have your resins, your sandalwood and musk, like it's so gorgeous. But I promise you there's vanilla or tonka in this, or both maybe, like I don't know. Very beautiful fragrance. The moment I smelled this, I fell in love with this. I actually like the bottle a lot, although the top portion is like snakeskin. And then you have the whole snake thing going on all over, you know. Perfume bottle opens like that, and then your snake is like, you know. This will be in my collection forever. And I'm kind of going to break down why I say 10 out of 10 for some things and 9 out of 10 for some things, although I love the fragrances. I'm going to make a chart that explains my, what do you call it? The legend, you know, the meaning of every category that I say, you know, what like I feel exactly when I give those ratings. I'll put that permanently in my description box so that you guys can like evaluate like where it stands for me. So this is like a 10 out of 10 fragrance. I know I had assigned this for to a celebrity, but as of now, like I just can't remember. So I'm gonna put it up over here somewhere so that I can refresh my memory and refresh yours as well. So that concludes our 5 citrus fragrances. So these were quite easy to choose, to be honest with you, although like most of my fragrances are citrus owing to the weather over here in the UAE. But like it was easy to choose because I literally knew which ones are like the unique ones and the other ones that are like the typical smelling ones, which I did not want you guys to have, you know. So these are the ones I will vouch for. Like eyes closed, I would tell you to go and buy it, you know. Even if some of them are little like out there, like Rare Tiffany, I have so much faith in it. Like whoever buys it has always told me they love that perfume. So yeah, that is it for today, guys. I hope I did justice to this video. Tell me which ones are your favorites from this, and I'll see you tomorrow in the next one. I won't tell you the category. Or should I tell you? No, I won't tell you. Be surprised tomorrow. Advent calendar, see? That's the whole surprise, right? So I'll see you tomorrow in the next one. Until then, guys, bye.